storied venues in college football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Notre Dame's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Beebe. Breaks into the open. The 50. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll run this play from the pistol. Give to the single back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means...
There's a crease. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first. Guys, he's already got 44 yards rushing. What a way to get this season started.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Trying to impose their will with the run. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Walton. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Not finding any running room, and I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. From the gun on third down, Carr. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Running inside, it's Beebe. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they turn it into a defensive score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And here's the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game 1, it's tough to take an injury this early. The option, he'll keep it. Big time play by the defense, he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
The option look. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the second time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
Coming out with it, it's Preston. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. offense all set and ready to crank things up. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's run out of bounds at the 41, and he was oh so close to breaking that return. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and an injury this early in the year. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. They're going to field this one in tight quarters. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Making side adjustments here. Here's Carr to throw. Caught by Williams on the right. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the grab on the left. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
He's got it on the right. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And Greathouse and Faison both back, so obviously some experience there. But then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well. To have that speed element, and a couple of guys that maybe clip now with this C.J. Carr offense. And the passing attack, which went from a liability a couple years ago to a strength.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. C.J. Carr firing again. Escapes the pressure to his right. snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third and 6 yards to go. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Carr. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He made the catch past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. To the air again, Carr. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Wide receiver comes in motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Unloads it left. Makes the catch, it's Preston. Open space at the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That big play really has them in business. It's first and 10 from the 11. Wants to throw it again. Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for room, it's Walton.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throwing, Carr. Looking left. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quarterback may change this route. Handoff to the lone back. Maybe a crease. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
You know, sometimes as a quarterback, guys, you just need a new environment. You need a change of scenery. And this was a highly recruited guy. Didn't quite work out for him at his last destination.
Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the right. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Preston. And the returner will be dragged down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Looking for a deep man. And he's got it inside the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Indiana.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking Number 10 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's Oklahoma State with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things.
There he goes. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Into the end zone with the breakaway score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. The sure hands, it's Preston.
And there you see the mind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Got a little grass. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Indiana! He got a step and just dusted the field. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Great. Here we go.
Pulls it, fired complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready. Wide 53. Wide 53. 492. Waggle. 492. Let's go.
The run inside. It's Williams. Makes it past the marker. Might have a chance. The 30. Past the 20. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. He now has 111 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Here's Carr to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Carr. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Oh, no guts, no glory. He's coming out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence. Sends it downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Bunch formation for these receivers. He might want another play. Takes the handoff. It's Walton. Got enough for the 1st. At the 35, he's got room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish! Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got him downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Preston. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The play action fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
Fires on the move. Complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Running inside, it's Mobley. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Could be an alley. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Oh, he's got some space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And there's no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone.
Here we go. Ready? Go!
They'll try to pass their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're going to run it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Indiana, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can do.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Quick catch on 3rd down. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down.